Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today Blizzard, they just released a very brand new video which is all about add-ons and how the future of World of Warcraft add-ons is going to be like. It's basically an episode of this new WoWcast episode that they're running on the official World of Warcraft YouTube account. And in this episode you can see in the right side they have Iron Hasi Kostas, which is the game director of World of Warcraft. On the very left they have Dreadnoughts, which is a World of Warcraft content creator and commentator. And in the middle they have Maximilian Smith, which is the raid leader of Team Liquid and also content creator. The video is a 40-minute long video, so I highly recommend watching it. I don't say like don't go watch it. I highly recommend going watching it. But in case you don't have 40 minutes and you want to know everything they talk about in 2 minutes, that's why you're here. So I will tell you everything they talked about in 2 minutes. I'm trying to keep it at 2 minutes, but you know, basically, it's the video we have running in the background. But let's get to it. We got basically 10 topics to talk about. First of all, rotation assist, built-in Hikili. So basically in World of Warcraft, you have this add-on. You can download an add-on called Hikili, which is basically just showing you which add-on, which spells you should use. For example, I gave it to my dad and other people that I know is struggling a bit with the best rotation. And basically it tells you use this spell, use this spell, use this spell. What they're going to do is they're going to take that add-on and basically integrate it into the game so that it will actually flash on your spells to tell you, oh, use this flashing spell, use this flashing spell. As they say, Blizzard is adding a native rotation helper in 11.17, already next patch, that recommends you next abilities. Similar to the popular add-on Hikili, it's designed to help new or casual players perform better without needing a third-party tools. On top of that, because now you're probably saying, okay, that's pretty cool. I mean, personally me, I would probably play with it, maybe. But now comes the next one, which is a one-button auto-rotation mode. I know a lot of people is angry about this one here, but I think it's because they don't 100% understand how it works. So a new optional mode lets you bind a single keybind to automatically cast the recommended next spell. Ideal for players who want a more laid-back, story-focused experience. So basically, this one here would be great for example, a person like my dad, who maybe is overwhelmed by many spells in the game. So he maybe just wants to press his one button and do great. This is the button for people who wants to just laid back, just follow the story mode, just want to do open world grinding. They don't really care about if they do top damage or low damage. This is the spell. This is the button that will just help you to just press 1, 1, 1, 1, and it will keep using the right spell. It even has automation in it, so it knows when there's 3 people around you, 5 people around you. It is super smart. But there is one thing, they have made a little global cooldown on it. So if you don't use this one here and use your normal spells, you will be casting spells way faster and way better. So don't worry if you're a pro player or normal, you know what I mean. Like a player who knows his rotation and you already do a good job today, you will still be the best one after this. This is, look at it like they're gonna maybe add something like a 0.5 cooldown on it. So people who want to use the one button, they can still only press one button, but it will kind of give them a little cooldown on top of it. So 0.5 seconds, 0.2 seconds, just to make sure that not all the pro players have to switch to one button rotation. I mean, that would be dumb. But it's I can see myself using this one here when I just want to do old raids or something like that, low-key content. But yeah, next on, I already touched a bit on it, smart talent and AoE awareness. The system will adapt to your chosen talents and detect the number of nerfy enemies recommended to recommend AoE or single target spells. It won't be perfect, but it'll be smart enough for most scenarios. So, just like Hikili, that it kind of automatically knows, oh, there's more than 3 enemies right now, we should use, Arcade Explosion instead of Arcade Blast, and so on and so on. But that was the first 3 topics. Now, let's go for the next 3. Cooldown Manager Foundation. This builds on recent Cooldown Manager from 11.15, for basically they just added a new Cooldown Manager in World of Warcraft, which is fine, but in my opinion, it needs more work. It needs more customizable before it can really replace WeakAuras. Blizzard is gradually integrating tools that reduce the dependency on add-ons for the basic gameplay functionality. So basically what they're trying to do is that they want to try make more players feel like they can actually do in-game content without needing add-ons. They don't want to kill add-ons. They don't want to like remove add-ons forever. They just want to like make the game more accessible for everyone without feeling, hey, if I need to raid tonight, I need to download this add-on. No, that's what they want to like get rid of. The add-ons should be like, well, basically to spoil. They kind of want to like save it so it's only cosmetic add-ons, roleplay add-ons, and so on, and not gameplay. You know what I mean? Like it's not a combat heavy add-ons, but we'll get to it. So yeah, next one, future. In the future, they're going to, well, they're working on built-in damage meters, nameplate upgrades, and native boss timers, possibly replacing WeakAuras deadly boss mod style info with official UI tools. So the damage meter one is interesting. Boss timelines, you know, nameplate upgrades, everything. I'm quite interesting. Like I'm really looking forward to see how this is going to look like, because I mean, add-ons looks like add-ons, but normally when Blizzard they integrate something into the game, you know, it has like the Blizzard art around it. It just looks nice. So that's going to be interesting. Also, we have long-term goal, reduce add-on dependence. So Blizzard wants to ensure add-ons are optional, not mandatory, especially in competitive content like Mythic Plus and Mythic Raids. They're aiming to make the base UI strong enough for serious gameplay. All right, let's jump to the next 3 topics they talked about. So basically, rebalancing raid mechanics. Future raid and dungeon design will shift to less dependent on WeakAuras style automation. Expect slower, more human solvable mechanics, but still hard and satisfying. Basically, because right now they have so many mechanics that is hard because they know people are using add-ons. They know that people have all these smart add-ons, and then people who doesn't use add-ons get punished. This is what they're trying to like, you know, get rid of those add-ons that are kind of not cheating, but you know what I mean. Like they're telling you everything. They want to get rid of those so they can make easier mechanics again that you have to like manually walk around, stuff like that. Improved visual and audio clarity, more intuitive effects, stronger telegraphs, and optional audio prompts are coming, helping players spot danger or key abilities without needing an add-on to scream at them. Basically, for example, if a mob is throwing a spell that you need to kick, they're talking about like making like a big visual effect around the enemy that, oh my god, this one is shining in a green color. Now I know that I have to go and kick him. That's basically one of the things they want to do. So as well, no plans to kill cosmetic or RP add-ons. Customization, RP tools, gathering helpers, and out-of-combat add-ons are safe. Blizzard is only looking at real-time in-combat optimization to solve mechanics for you. So basically, all the add-ons you use for raiding, mythic, and, you know, basically stuff that makes you better in the game to like do combat and in-game mechanics, they're probably gonna die. They're probably gonna like not work anymore because they're gonna shut down like the way that they integrate into the game. They're not gonna be able to get information from the game anymore. But not tomorrow, not in 2 days, not in 5 days. First, when they have something in the game itself that is, you know, as equivalent, you know what I mean, like as good as what the add-ons are, or at least close to where Blizzard feels like this is close enough. So yeah, so I mean, enjoy WeakAuras deadly boss mods, but it's probably going to be add-ons that we are gonna say goodbye to eventually. Last what Ian said was that this one here, that they also want the community's input wanted, so nothing is final. Blizzard is opening the floor for feedback and discussions. They want to know what players think before making big UI or add-on changes. So basically, there's of course going to be a PTR, a test server, where they're going to be testing all the stuff before it goes into the live game. And we will, of course, be able to test them and give feedback on them and help them go the right way. So, okay, we actually ended up in 10 minutes. But again, I mean, their version is 40 minutes. My version was 10 minutes. So, it wasn't 2 minutes, but at least it was not 40 minutes. But still, if you haven't watched it, you should definitely go watch it. It's a great episode with Ian, Radnos, and Max. So, you'll enjoy it. But again, this was everything that they talked about in this video here regarding the future of add-ons in 10 minutes. Peace out.